So boys and girls, today when you get to start actually using color, you are going to be taking advantage of some of the sections that you already filled in with black lines, and you can start to color those in. I'm going to have guides on the table for you to see some of her original artwork to be able to get some ideas just for color selection. Now here I'm just adding some polka dots, but I want you to notice how as I get closer to the bottom of the page, I'm making the dots larger and larger. That's going to be another one of those tricks that allows it to look like your background and your middle ground have a lot of space, that it's far away. Here you'll see I'm just choosing different colors of green, and just for you to begin noticing, a trick that you can do is to always cover something with a lighter color. This is kind of a pain. When you choose something dark first as your polka dot, then you're going to have to go around it with a color that probably, if you did the purple right on top, may not show up. Here I'm going here with some dark purple on top. But here I'm starting with white. I'm doing kind of a crisscross pattern. Now I'm filling in with color. Every time you work on a new section, you're trying to force yourself to use a different color scheme with a different pattern. Here again, I'm starting with a light color, so I'm doing light pink, and then I'm going to choose a darker pink to go over it. That way you're not having to work around any details when you're coloring in. Now you'll notice that so far I've only been talking about filling in the crops or the fields. I'll get to the trees in a minute, but here again I've started with a light color yellow and putting orange on top, light color green, and putting darker pattern on top. So your patterns don't always have to be drawn out in black. It could be that you just start with a color in the back and then add in. Here I'm using my Sharpie again. If you want to add some black details in, you can grab that again. Now, when it comes to your trees, she does a lot of interesting things. Sometimes she puts these circles in. These trees are very small, so I can't do a lot, but she does a lot of these sort of looking like a lollipop, or, where the colors, you have all these concentric circles. That's kind of a fun way to color them in. You can also do it where you have, like this one, where it kind of looks like apples or polka dots or something like that. But some of her more elaborate trees have flowers and all these wonderful things in it. And this is one where you're going to see, I started with a light color. I'm doing dark swirls on top. But just notice that if you use a lighter color, it may not show up. You're probably always going to have to alternate to a color that's darker to make it show up. At this point, I'm just going to let the camera continue. You're going to see me working so that if you run out of ideas, you can just look up here. But at this point, you can go back to your seats and get started.